Where was I? I remember it was a Tuesday morning. I was getting ready for work. On Tuesdays at the time, we used to have like marketing meetings, promotion meetings on Tuesdays. And I was getting ready to do that for that meeting. And I remember watching the Today Show with Katie, Matt, and the rest of the crew. And
to interrupt you right now.
Sorry.
Richard Hack, thank you very much. We appreciate the book is called Hughes. We want to go live right now and show you a picture of the World Trade Center where I understand, do we have it? No, we do not. We have a breaking story, though. We're going to come back.
You know, they came back and said, looked like a small commuter jet went into one of the towers at the World Trade Center. And I was like, wow, that's kind of odd because it was a beautiful day. I mean, it was beautiful outside. And I was like, man, that's kind of strange. So the first thing I did was call up the morning show at the time and told them, you know, what transpired, what had happened. You know, not thinking at one time was it a terrorist attack. And one of the co-hosts said, well, you know, there was a terrorist attack there in '93. You know, is there any indication that this could be a terrorist attack right now? And I said, nah, it looked like it was just an accident. Small plane, for some reason just went into the towers. And as soon as I said that, I saw the second plane, you know, because they were showing the video footage from Chopper 12. And I just remember at that time, at that moment, the second plane going to the South Tower. And I said, oh my God. And they asked, what happened? What happened? I said, man, the second plane just went into the other tower. I said, I know there is no survivors in that airplane. I knew it was a huge jet, commercial jet. And at that time, everything changed, you know. At the time, my mom worked at the state capitol in Trenton, New Jersey. And I'm trying to call her. Couldn't get in contact with her. Just all the lines were busy. You know, came to work here and you know, we went into action. You know, we didn't play no records for like maybe like 10, 12 hours. You know, it was just strictly just information and news and, you know, just giving out helplines and hotlines to people that might have had families or loved ones that were on the planes or might have been at the Pentagon, the World Trade Center. It was just crazy, just the fact of not knowing. And then I remember President Bush gave the order, all flights, you know, down, all flights must be down. And it was just crazy. I mean, every night, you know, I remember reading about Pearl Harbor in high school and in college, but to actually see, you know, the homeland attack like that was just unbelievable. You know, people were just in shock, in tears. People were angry. People wanted revenge. People wanted answers. People want to know what the heck is going on. What's next? You know, everybody thought, you know, Al Qaeda and the Taliban, whatever the case may be, you know, thought they were doing this for a cause. But I said to myself at that time, at that moment, whatever their cause was, they just damned their cause because they killed innocent people for no reason. I know stuff like this goes on all over the world all the time, but to happen here, to be a little biased, it was crazy. The last image I remember is a couple things. When a young lady had called up and asked me for a hotline number again because her uncle was on one of the flights that was in actually the flight that went into the Pentagon. And she called me back about an hour later in tears and said, thank you for everything, I appreciate it. And I said, well, is everything all right? She said, no, you know, that, you know, they confirmed that her uncle was on that plane that went into the Pentagon, and she pretty much knew that he had perished. And one of the last images I remember is like, you know, just leaving, you know, it was a lot of emergency crew presence on I-40, especially by these tankers by the radio station, you know, because they thought they might be a target too, you know, but the only thing that was in the sky, the only thing that was in the air was just helicopters and, you know, jets and military planes. You know, we're right here at the airport exit, and there was no flights at all. The skies were quiet, you know. everything that we knew, everything that we believed in was all challenged that day on 9/11. Like President Bush said, we will never forget. I know I never will. It's crazy.